Hi, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another first-person audio commentary. This game will actually be a 2 versus 2 game. This is the first time that I've ever done a 2-on-2 game, especially in the first person. I've just started doing first-person videos as of today. I've posted one already. This is number 2. We've got me playing as Terran, and as you can see on the mini-map, we've got an ally of mine who happens to be Protoss. His online alias is Pesti1ence. I like to call him Pest and sometimes Rob, which is his real name. Here's him communicating with me, just letting me know, just asking whether I'm ticking up or anything. And yeah, just as you'll be seeing throughout this 2 versus 2 game, we'll be communicating a lot and just talking to each other about what we're doing, basically. So the game is on iccup. Just like the previous game that I posted, and we've just met a 2 versus 2 team. I believe that they've picked Protoss and Zerg as their races, and once again this map is actually, it's called Wuthering Heights. It's one of the new Pro League maps, which I'm spending a lot of time practicing at the moment. This is actually one of the first times I've ever even played this map. And what I'm doing here is, as usual, I'm just going to wall off, and it's particularly important in 2-on-2 if you're a Terran player to just wall off if you're planning on any kind of tech sort of build, and I am indeed actually going to be doing a bit of a technology build. And my ally is scouting down the bottom left with a probe, just to look at what kind of build orders our opponents are doing. And luckily I don't have to bother scouting because he's doing that for me. Here he goes down there, just scouting out the Protoss player at the bottom left. He is himself a purple Protoss player down the bottom right. And this map, of course, has 4 start locations. Here's me putting down a barracks and just creating a bit of a wall there. I know the video quality isn't that great, so when you guys see us typing to each other, you won't be able to read it, so I'll just have to mention to it. What I'm actually telling my opponent at this point is that I've decided not to go for a technology build. I've just decided to build 2 barracks. The reason why I decided to pull this at the last minute is because I realized that I can't actually wall in my base very effectively, because Marines always appear at the bottommost side of your barracks, and because I'm in the north eastern position on the map, I have to put my barracks in such a place that the Marines will build on the outside of my wall, which is a bit disastrous if you get rushed, because your Marines just get killed straight away and they can't retreat behind your wall. So instead of just going for a double barracks build, I'm going to build a lot of Marines so that I can actually just defend my choke point a little bit more easily. And I've left a small gap so that they can move through the gap, and there goes another supply depot there, and there will be enough space. My ally has actually scouted the Zerg opponent, so our opponents are indeed blue Zerg and yellow Protoss, and the Zerg player has gone for a quick lot of Zerglings, so they'll be showing up any moment, and I've got a small gap there for my Marines. Just moving out some SCVs now, just in case he sends a lot of forces and some Zealots arrive as well to attack me, because it's 2-on-2. Just I might need some SCVs in defense there, maybe to repair buildings, just in case. It pays to be safe. I'm not a pro player. I am not that confident with micromanagement in the early game. I can do fairly well, but it's a 2-on-2, so I'm just not too sure how much I need in defense. In 1-on-1, I definitely not need to bring the SCVs out, but I thought it'd play it safe because I'm not that much of an experienced 2-on-2 player. Alright, not too sure what my opponent's doing. I'm just really trying to focus on my own build here. We're preparing to move out as soon as we've got a decent number of forces, and that will be possible shortly, and especially because our opponent's gone for a quick Zergling build. That'll set him back a little bit economy-wise, but not too much. And just really waiting for things to happen. In the meantime, putting down Double Gate, and looks like my opponent's come under attack, so Zealots and Zerglings have actually streamed into a space, and hopefully he'll be able to hold this off on his own. My own forces are too far away from him, so that's a difficulty in 2-on-2. If your partner gets attacked, you really are not able to go and defend them as quick as you can, so sometimes the best bet is just to rush to their base, to the opponent's base, and put some pressure on, because they've committed their troops already. So that's what I'm telling him now. Just type to him that I'm going to attack the blue Zerg in the top left. Just getting a stim pack there. And what I've decided to do is actually bring some SCVs in support. I've got a group of Marines, and he's definitely got a lot of Zerglings there. backed up. I think my ally has managed to defend himself. Yeah, he's just telling me to go. He's telling me to move in to try and do some damage before the opponents manage to regroup and reinforce themselves. So I'm just waiting for my SFVs to arrive because I wanted to make sure my Marines wouldn't die instantly to all of those Zerglings, because Marines versus Zerglings without medic support it's generally a fight that the Zerglings win, but unfortunately I've got some SFVs here to help me out, and at this point I'll just be able to move into his base and hopefully do a bit of damage. So we'll see how this goes. Meanwhile, if you check the minimap, I've got my ally actually pushing out with some zealots, and what I've decided to do here is just block the choke point off with a supply depot and a bunker, but like an idiot I've actually left my medic outside, so that was a mistake by me. I've realised that Zerg player has just gone in defense mode with a couple of sunkens, so hopefully that set him back economically, because this attack by me is going to fail here, unfortunately. I've got Zerglings attacking me, so the only choice is really just to try and build some more troops, get ready for another attack, and hope that my ally actually does some significant damage. Luckily I managed to block the choke point off, but unluckily I've not been able to get a single Marine into the bunker, so that was a bit of a failure there. I almost managed to pull it off, but unfortunately didn't quite go my way, and having to rebuild troops now, getting some firebats, and if only I'd had a Marine in that bunker I would have been able to do plenty of damage. And yeah, my ally has actually done really well by attacking in the absence of any troops there, and taking his zealots into the enemy base and taking out a whole bunch of probes, so well done by him. Unfortunately, fortunately my attack wasn't in vain there, and I've been able to just get an expansion up. The game isn't over yet. It looks like it's only just beginning, really, because all the rush attacks have failed so far, and managed to just keep my troops rebuilding here. Looks like, yeah, he's just fleeing the zealots, making sure he's done a lot of damage before moving out. And what I'm looking to do here is just get a sizable force with Marines, medics, and firebats, just so that I've got something to attack his zealots with. And looks like my ally is now coming under a counterattack, so just sending my troops down there. Because my choke point is really small, my reinforcement firebats will be able to hold it against any Zerglings attacking my base. In the meantime, yeah, well, actually, the enemy is just committing both armies to my ally, so sending all my forces down now to help him out. This is really crucial at this point, because the Zerg players built sunken colonies, so I can't really use the tactic of going and attacking in the absence of any Zerglings up there, because my forces won't be strong enough. And my ally is actually under attack, but he's actually holding this off quite well with a choke point, so I can move my army in here and actually use my firebats effectively against those zealots. Firebats, you never use them against Protoss except in 2-on-2, and this is exactly what's happening right now. Attacking the zealots with my firebats, and this is actually going quite well. Managing to pincer them between my allies' forces and mine. And there are some forces that have made it into a space, but we should be able to hold this off. There's some zealots there, and I've got a group of Marines and medics and firebats just able to take it out. And in the meantime, I've got an expansion up, so that's really good. Able to